You know what? I forgot to do the intro, so you know, it's just yeah. Nonsense Media presents Kayfabin you know, with Kyle and Andrew. Yeah, I typically would do it to the music, but I'm a little disappointed. Vince McMahon. All right, well, the ending to Elimination Chamber was a little
fucking bullshit!
And I know what you're thinking.
Oh, you're just another smark who complains that Roman won.
First of all, I like Roman, okay? He's a nice guy, all right? He's a father. He's on the road for a living. He falls down for a living, and I respect that. However, the creativity of his character... It's just mind-blowing that Vince McMahon does not see this. Roman wins in the main event of Elimination Chamber, and the crowd is reacting like they just saw a boxer die in the ring or some shit like that. Like, the crowd looks like that scene in Rocky 3 when Apollo got punched the fuck out. No, Rocky 4. God, I fucked up. God damn it.
Well, let me tell you something.
He died in Rocky 4. Apollo got punched out by Ivan Drago, and the crowd's just like in awe. They're shocked, and not even a good shock. They're just genuinely uncomfortable, and this is how the crowd felt during this main event after Roman inevitably won. And it's sad because, like, you watch old episodes of the Attitude Era, and you know, it looks like the fans went home happy. You know, Austin would fucking stun Val Venus or whatever, and then he'd hit all four corners. He'd just, you know, drink a bunch of beer, you know, throw this big beer bath, and the crowd, you know, they had fun. They went home happy. The car ride home for these fans when they leave Elimination Chambers could be like, well, fucking Roman won. Yeah, so that was a show.
Guess I'll go kill my goddamn self.
Well, anyway, I'm Andrew.
I'm Kyle, and this is the first time talking.
Hi, Kyle.
Right now.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing okay.
How did you...
Actually, no, I'm not doing okay. I lied to you.
Why? Don't you love the arm-wanking Roman Reigns? Aren't you happy he's going to main event Mania and not Shinsuke and AJ Styles?
No, the thing is, I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know.
I mean? It's just like,
it's
okay.
Funny. When me and Kyle were watching this show, like, even in the beginning of the show, it's like, oh, when Roman wins, do you think anything's going to happen? Like, we didn't say if Roman wins, we said when Roman wins, because it was so obvious and so predictable. And the dirt sheets have been predicting this for God knows how long, since what? Last year's Mania? They were like, oh, yeah, next year they want Brock and Reigns at the end of... they want Brock and Reigns at WrestleMania 34. And, goddamn, man.
It's just an upsetting day.
It's just very, you know, just blah. It was a blah show. It was like, you know, you get what you pay for. $10 a month. You know what? I'd expect a couple stinkers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you really, I kind of think they are trying to phone it in with the pay-per-view since it's only $10 a month.
Yeah, it's like it's not quality anymore.
You know, they'll give you something good, like a few times. But most of the time it's... Yeah, and Royal Rumble was good.
Royal Rumble was
and it was just... Show. Sometimes they just, you know, just phone it in and like, yeah, fuck it. And they don't really have any competitors. So, like, they just do whatever the fuck they want. And they pretty much know that we're going to watch it.
Yeah. And that's why I'm kind of happy about the now dual-branded pay-per-views going forward. So after WrestleMania... They're going, you know, with Backlash and Money in the Bank and whatever. I forgot the list. But there's going to be a bunch of dual-branded pay-per-views going forward featuring superstars from SmackDown as well as Raw. And I like this idea. A lot of people were very, you know, iffy on it. I personally like it a lot because it's quality, not quantity. So we're not going to have a pay-per-view every fucking 2 weeks. We're going to have a decent show once a month, kind of the way it was in the Attitude Era, even, God, a couple years back.
I'm against that. I'm against the both brands.
Well, tell me why, Kyle.
Well, before I tell you, like, my opinions and all, like, man, this Kayfabin, we're really depressed, aren't we?
I'm not depressed. I'm just.
Well, you didn't even do the iconic quote that you do.
Well, because I was okay. Tell you what, Smarks, Marks, and Jobbers. Welcome to another edition of Kayfabin. We are almost 5 minutes in, and we've been kind of dragging, but not for the worse. Okay, we're not mad at the audience. We're not mad at you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. But Vince McMahon, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, that's way longer?
I mean, yeah, it goes on for a little bit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. But Vince McMahon, you got to listen to this crowd, man. I know that you don't like listening to the crowd. I think he's just doing it to, like, spite them. He's like, Roman's going to win. Ha ha. All right. And
you know Vince loves Roman so much that, that big guy Braun didn't win.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, usually, the big guy... Well, the bigger guy.
Our buddy Mike Saraiva is in the chat. You know what? Mike, if you're hearing this, call in. Call in to Kayfabin It. You have my number. Call in.
Yeah, you can call in.
I want to talk to you, Mike. I want to ask you.
Well, get your phone, you dumbass.
My phone's in my pocket. I want Mike's opinion. One of my best friends, one of the biggest wrestling fans I know.
Thanks for joining us,
Mike Saraiva in the chat. Mike, call in when you get a chance because I want to discuss his Roman stuff with you. So
not with his brother. He wants to discuss it with you, Mike.
Yeah, I don't like Kyle anymore.
Okay.
So, but anywho, Elimination Chamber was a decent show. I had a good time for the most part. I mean, we're gonna go over the matches a little bit later. Go into the surprises. There were very few surprises.
But let me mention what Mike said in the chat. He said too much talent for dual branded pay-per-views, and that's right. That's why I'm on his. That's why I'm against that.
But that's not that's not a bad thing. Too much talent.
No,
it's an oxymoron.
Yeah, but a lot of people will be left behind, like Mike says in the chat.
Understood.
And I just like I like more pay-per-views. I don't know. I find it very enjoyable.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so we got Mike Saraiva, a huge wrestling fan and one of my best friends. Mike Saraiva, welcome to Kayfabin It.
What's going on? Glad to be here.
Mike, you and I have been friends for a while, right?
Yeah.
And we have discussed wrestling for a while, yes?
Yes.
And since the beginning, you have said Roman's going to turn this pay-per-view. Roman's going to do this pay-per-view. But it's been the same
fucking bullshit!
Always the same thing, man. It's like I said at the end of that match. You can't even be disappointed because we've been expecting this for a year now.
It bums me out because I thought they were going to throw a nice little Vince Russo-like swerve at us. Be like, oh, maybe Finn would win and go after the title he never lost.
Yeah. Strowman should have won that match.
Yeah.
Strowman's he's the purest face in the company right now.
He is over like fucking Rover.
Yeah.
Like, two weeks ago, he smashed a double base over the back of Elias, and the crowd went fucking ballistic. Austin-era ballistic.
Yep.
And you would think that Vince would be like, haha, let's pull the trigger.
Do you think, though, that with the finish at the end of that it's going to be a triple threat?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be Vince's brainchild, the match he's always wanted. His two favorite sweaty guys, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, at the main event of WrestleMania 34. And he's wanted that since 31, but the crowd hated Roman so much that he had to save it by having Rollins cash in.
Yeah. But then what do you do with Strowman? Because all rumors are saying that it's going to be Strowman versus Miz. And, like, really, is that a match we really care about seeing?
I would rather watch...
Yeah, what an odd decision.
I would rather watch Miz versus Repo Man than Miz versus Strowman. Don't get me wrong. Strowman and Miz...
There's no credibility to Miz winning.
No, not at all. And the thing is, Strowman would have to win. And are you going to take the IC Championship, a title that Miz has single-handedly elevated these past couple of years, and just put it on a big guy for no rhyme or reason?
Right.
I don't know. I say that Miz does like an open challenge at WrestleMania, and out comes a new face, maybe someone from NXT, like a EC3, or introduce somebody. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just have Balor.
Or
Balor versus Miz. Balor's not going to get that Universal title for a long time. We were just talking about Bobby Lashley, how he just signed. He's going to be the next opponent for Reigns when Reigns inevitably wins that title.
Now, Mike, I have a question for you. When this is going to sound very grim, but when Vince dies, it sounds very grim. I'm just listen. It's inevitable, okay? But when Vince when Vince dies, do you think that the company will be better creatively? Do you think that the company will be looking for, stars like Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, that kind of out of the ordinary everyman in a way?
I want to say yes, but WWE has a big problem right now.
Agreed.
It's not a terrible problem, but it's a problem that they can't capitalize on. They have too much talent.
Yeah.
They have too much talent, and now they're going to go back to dual-branded pay-per-views, so these guys are going to get lost. Look at Mania, how Mania is shaping up right now. We're going to have Cena versus Taker, most likely, two part-timers.
Yep.
And then we're going to have Triple H and Kurt Angle in that mixed match. Again, 2 more part-timers.
Right.
There's 32 matches on the card that are going to be, I don't want to say wasted because there's still, obviously those guys are all draws, but, all those young guys are going to get wasted. We're going to have an Andre the Giant battle, Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, man. And, there's so many faces that could potentially headline or, semi-main a WrestleMania. Guys like Bobby Roode and guys like Samoa Joe, Balor. You have those guys who are, Triple H's, his children in a way. And they're going to step aside to Roman and Lesnar. Because there's no doubt about it. They're main eventing.
Yeah, definitely.
And
unless the Cena Taker thing is like a retirement match or something like that. That's the only way I can see Reigns and Lesnar not main eventing.
I don't know. Kyle, do you have any questions for Mike?
I have no questions. I just wanted to give him the floor. I want him to talk. I like
Kyle. I love listening to your voice, by the way.
Thank you. It's nice talking to you, Mike.
I personally don't like listening to Kyle's voice. To be
Why
honest
not?
with you.
Fucking
I think he's overrated. And
It's angelic. Every time he says boobs, I giggle.
He loves boobs.
I love boobs. We can talk about boobs all day.
Okay.
Let's change Kayfabin it to just boobs.
Boobing it.
Let's just talk about boobs. We need Ian here. We just got to talk about Lisa Ann and Ava Adams. That's what I want to talk about.
Come on now.
What?
Come on now.
I'm into that mood right now. Let's not talk about wrestling because Elimination Chamber was not that good.
It was.
So can we just talk about porn? I want to talk about that.
Before we get into that, Mike, I have one more question for you. Are you insulted that because there's no doubt in my mind that Lesnar and Reigns are going to actually headline main event, be the last match of the show. Are you at all insulted that a match like that is going to main event and not Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles?
So let's be honest. So Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, that is our main event. People who love wrestling, that's our match.
Yeah.
The money, I understand that it's a business. The money match is Lesnar and Reigns. And now there's talks that I guess Lesnar might be going back to UFC. I guess Joe Rogan or somebody was saying that he might be going back to UFC. So now there's that talk. So the money is in that match. And it's not like those guys aren't going to tear it up because their Mania 31 match was pretty good.
It was, and the fact that Seth came in and cashed in, that made the match way more memorable.
Right. Man, maybe we get something else like that at the end, though.
Carmella.
Maybe there is a where Carmella cashes in.
Carmella cashes in, becomes the first female Universal Champion. I see you, Mike. That's some good-ass fantasy booking.
You know? Maybe we'll see something. I'm not going to say that I'm insulted because to me, especially like the last few Manias, they've delivered. And I'm sure, you don't. Austin Aries, I remember him saying in a podcast a few months ago, how he felt about being in the pre-show with Neville last year.
Yeah.
And he was like, it doesn't matter if you start at the beginning of the show or at the end of the show. It's if you steal the show.
For sure.
You're going to be the one that everyone's talking about. So I'm sure at the end of the night, we'll all be talking about AJ Styles and Nakamura.
Absolutely. And the thing is, with AJ Styles Nakamura, I feel as though it's a compromise. I feel it's like WWE's like, okay, Smarks, you can have this match, but we're going to have our match. And you know what? That's a fair compromise. You can have your Lesnar and Reigns, and we can have our wet dream take place at the grandest stage of them all. I'm pretty stoked for it. If it under delivers, I'd be very surprised.
Definitely.
Well, Mike, if you don't mind, we're going to let you go. Keep listening.
Nice talking to you.
Because we love you.
Thank you,
Love
Mike.
you too.
I love you. And let's get wings sometime again.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Love you, bro. I'll take
Later.
care. Take care. That was Mike Saraiva, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for joining us, Mike.
Mike fucking Saraiva is the man.
More the head.
I love that guy.
You don't have an applause?
I don't have an applause, but I do have The Rock speaking Chinese. That's good pie.
Which means that you're over with The Rock if
Oh,
you start speaking Chinese.
Oh, God.
That's how good your pie is.
Dude, but imagine, like, Reigns is on his feet. He's getting ready to, to fucking pounce on Lesnar. Lesnar gets up, Superman punch, but it gets reversed into an F5, turns, hits him. He's about to go for the cover. F-A-B-U-L-O-U-S.
G,
And fucking Carmella just runs to the ring,
boy.
hits Lesnar
GG
over the
boy,
head.
boy,
He hardways.
GG, boy.
She pins Lesnar clean. She becomes the first female.
And then Sasha comes, and she just fucking beats the shit out of Carmella, and then Michael Cole says Sasha with this heist of the century, and then Sasha takes off her hair, and she starts swinging it like Seth swung his title.
Man.
That's not the worst idea. This is we're onto something.
Sasha's bald, ladies and gentlemen.
We are
I
onto
know
something.
she is. Who the fuck is calling you now? You know your theme is Kenny Omega.
A guest on guest for Kayfabin it maybe.
Don't.
Hello?
Who is it?
I don't know. Somebody just called me and sang Carmella's theme.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is it?
I
wanna
don't know. I don't know.
Call in again.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious. I don't know who called, but they were singing Carmella's theme. Thank you for listening. Dude, we gotta have open lines here because
Yeah,
this
I
would
know.
be the
Right?
greatest.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't want to put out my personal phone number.
Yeah.
We should probably get like one of those like drug dealer cell phones. They go to Walmart and like pay $10
Or
for like
you
a
can
flip
do
phone.
Skype.
Or we can do Skype. Either way, whatever.
I like the first one.
Yeah. I mean, we can do something like that going forward. We just got to get a bigger audience. So whoever called me singing Carmella's theme,
You're over with us.
I appreciate it. But yeah, let's talk about the Elimination Chambre, the last Raw branded pay-per-view.
I don't want to waste my time with this.
So the first match of the night was the women's Elimination Chamber. So did you like this match?
I missed a lot of it because I had to run errands for you, fucking King Andrew over here.
Yeah, come on now.
You piece of shit.
I personally liked this match
I missed
a whole lot.
a lot of it.
I did. I loved this match. I liked this match for a number of reasons. One of the reasons being that, you had some fucking amazing athletes in there. You had Alexa Bliss. You had Bayley. You had Sasha Banks. You had the MMA girl. You had Trish 2.0. And you had Mickie James.
Where is Bayley? Can we go on the phone with Bayley?
Oh, my God.
I wish Bayley could. I wouldn't call her, though. She needs to call us.
Dude, if we can get on the phone with Bayley, that'd be tremendous.
But she's probably busy. But the thing is, I caught like the last 5 minutes, or maybe more. I did like the long live the king sequence where Sasha kicks Bayley off the fucking the chamber box.
Long live
That's what it was.
the king.
I really liked that, and I knew Alexa was gonna win. You thought there was gonna be a new champ, right?
1 second. Spilled something. I thought there was gonna be a new champ only because what's there for Alexa at Mania?
Well, she's gonna lose to Asuka. You know what I mean? You don't want to crown a new champion and then did that new champion who just has like this rocket on them. Like you don't want them to like lose at Mania. You don't you know what I mean? So just it just wouldn't be a good idea. I think Alexa would be best. It just makes more sense. And I remember you telling me that fuck.
What?
Brain fart. Damn it! Hold on. I remember you telling me that Bailey, like when Bailey and Sasha was just with like Alexa when Alexa was gonna come out. You're like, oh, there's no way Alexa's winning this. You could tell that Sasha and Bailey were gonna go at it. You know what I mean? But the thing about this pay-per-view is it was predictable.
Yeah, every match had a very predictable outcome. So this one in particular, I mean, my first guess, to be honest, was, oh, there's going to be a new women's champion. But that wasn't the case, so I was a little surprised. But at the same time, it's just like, really? Alexa Bliss retains, obviously. And it makes sense because...
I like that bitchy speech.
Oh, dude, after she won that match, she pulled the greatest babyface slash heel promo I've ever seen. She just goes on the mic saying like, oh, this is for all the little girls out there who said, you know, that they wanted to grow up to be like us and whatever. This is for you. And guess what? You're not going to accomplish anything. Like, she was such a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, she totally acted like an asshole. And that's what we need more of. Heels actually being heels. Guys like Jinder Mahal, who's actually hated. Guys like Tommaso Ciampa in NXT, who people fucking loathe because Johnny Gargano is the biggest babyface right now.
He's kind of like a Daniel Bryan type.
Very, very. And I can't wait to see him get called up. But, yeah, the final three...
I can.
What?
I can wait. I want him to stay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, me too. But he... storyline left NXT. So we'll see what happens with that. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James got eliminated pretty early on. So, I mean, essentially this match was a triple threat in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, the best part and the most memorable parts of the match is Sasha and Bailey. You had Alexa playing the total chicken shit, just climbing the cage, trying to get away from them. Bailey and Sasha go up. Alexa goes down.
I wish the match was longer.
It was pretty long.
Was it?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna Google that shit.
I don't know. It felt short to me, probably because I was doing stuff. But yeah. If you want to talk about the next match, we can. It's just like it's hard to talk about this pay-per-view because it's just like everything was really predictable, and I was expecting something different.
It was a half hour. This match.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was 29:35.
Okay.
But
Okay. No, I was expecting like so many different things. We'll get on with that match. But yeah, let's just talk about the next match, Andrew. What was it? The tag match? Get off Tinder, will you?
Come on
now.
I want this girl to touch. So, anywho, 1 second. What was the next match?
The tag team, right?
Okay, yeah. Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar, take on Titus Worldwide, and I love what they're doing with Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil because they're actually showing character. Like, and I listened to Titus O'Neil on the Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast, another great wrestling podcast, and he was the most down-to-earth dude. And the way he was describing his role in the company and what he does outside the company, it's really inspiring. So I see Titus in a totally different light now. And the fact that Apollo is there, who we all forget is a fucking amazing athlete.
He's a great wrestler.
He is undeniably the most agile big man in that company right now. It's
about time that they get. He's like
he does.
He's
something.
developing a personality.
Yeah, and same goes for Dana Brooke. She's a statistician. She's all hot and
I think that's dumb.
She looks like a fucking librarian. She's taking notes. That's fucking awesome. That's hilarious. And I love the idea of Titus Worldwide, and that's cool.
What happened to Zawa?
He's on 205 Live.
Yeah, but he's not like
in Titus Worldwide anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they canned him.
Yeah, because he's Asian, probably.
Oh, will you stop?
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not. I'm not a racist. I never should have said what I said. It was wrong. I'm embarrassed by it. But a lot of people need to realize that you inherit things from your environment. And where I grew up was South Tampa, Port Tampa, and it was a really rough neighborhood, very low income. And all my friends, we greeted each other saying that word. We teased each other with that word. The word was just thrown around like it was nothing.
Is it fair to say that you inherited a racial bias?
Could we stop for a second? All right.
Oh, man, that gets funnier every time.
I love how, can you picture Hulk Hogan greeting his white friends with that word?
Well, let me tell you something,
Like, who greets each other with that?
I know, right? So you're telling me that in Tampa, I could go to Port Tampa and just call everyone the N-word.
And nobody would bat an eye.
Yeah, it's fine.
You see, it reminds me of that.
Unless I have really, light curtain toilet paper hair,
Yeah.
I'll probably get away with it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. It looked
Jesus.
like
More
a hot,
the head.
It looked like a hot
More the head.
It looked like a hot dog.
Oh my god. It reminds me of that episode of Family Guy when it's like there's an apocalypse, but it's an April Fool's Day joke. So everybody's like freaking out because the world's gonna end, and Peter's just like, I'm just gonna go to the blackest neighborhood in America and say the N-word, see what happens. He comes home with a fucking crown and a ribbon around his chest. It says "King of the Black People." He says they respected me for saying it. That's like kind of like Hulk Hogan.
That's Hulk Hogan.
Well, let me tell you something,
And that was live.
Yeah.
See, in the
Tragic.
crowd. Man, the crowd was hyped.
But anyway, I got to be completely honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I missed most of this match because I was playing hill climb racing on my phone because I'm not interested.
Fucking bullshit!
I'm kidding. I caught a little bit of it. Cesaro and Sheamus are great. But it blows my mind that they've given this match to us for the past few weeks on Raw.
Yeah.
They've had this match before. And usually, Titus Worldwide is on top. They're the ones who beat the Bar. And Michael Cole on fucking commentary is just like, oh my, they pinned the tag team champions, whatever. And now, when they're in a title match, they fucking lose. Like,
Yes.
it doesn't make sense. It's 50-50 booking at its finest. You know, you win this week, I win the next week. You win this week, I win the next week. The match went for 10
I guess
minutes.
it's just you know what? You got to give it to like the whole the Titus tag team. They're finally doing something. You know, and that's nice. It's nice.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have a question for you actually. What do you think of like the Apollo name now? It's like it's not Apollo Crews.
Oh, he's not Apollo Crews, I
He's
forgot.
Apollo. I think I know why. I read this up. I could be wrong.
I think I know this.
But
what you're gonna say.
Vince, he got rid of the Cruz last name because that was the shooter.
The Parkland school shooting.
Yeah. Wasn't that the shooter's name? Like his last name?
His last name was Cruz. I don't know.
I believe so.
But it's spelled differently.
Yeah, it's spelled different, but still. Like,
If
that's the reason, I understand. But like,
I don't understand because if the shooter was this big jacked black guy,
I know. It's
yeah,
just,
that's one.
he just
thing.
doesn't. I guess he just doesn't want it to just relate
Any
to
association.
anything. Yeah, I can respect that and all, but it's just like, I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb as well. But like, so what if like
that's like changing Roman Reigns' name to just Roman, or Seth
what if like
to just
there
Seth?
was a shooting again and like the just bear with me here. The kid's name is Undertaker.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Fucking bullshit!
You're crazy.
The kid's name is Undertaker. What do? You get rid of the Undertaker name? You call him Mark? You call him Mark Calloway?
No, you just call him Calloway.
You call him Mark Calloway. That's what you do.
Nah, I have no sound effect for that. What do you?
Fucking
Yeah, sure.
bullshit!
All right.
Mike in the chat. Thanks again for talking to us, Mike. Mike in the chat says 4-way tag match at Mania. They're gonna have to. I think it's going to be another 4-way tag. It's going to be these guys, the Bar, Titus Worldwide. It's going to be Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Sorry, boys. And the fourth team is going to be the Revival. And the Revival should win the tag belts at Mania. That's my guess. What about you, Kyle?
I really don't care about the tag team division right now on Raw. I really don't
SmackDown
care.
tag division is sick though.
Yeah. I just yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I mean, I have nothing else to add.
I would like to see the Revival win because they're great.
Ian,
They're awesome.
okay, hold on a second. Ian Malloy, also from Nonsense Media, is calling in. Ian, you're on Kayfabin it.
Hi, yeah. I was wondering if you could go back to talking about that boob stuff.
All right. You guys want to talk about boob stuff?
Hi, Ian.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi. So, okay, Andrew, you can leave the room. We can talk about something.
All right, I want to ask you, Ian, who do you think, I mean, the four-way tag match at Mania between, you know, the Bar, Titus Worldwide, and the Club, and the Revival, do you think that would be a good four-way tag match?
It's not the Boob Club, Ian.
Well, as long as you bring back the gobbledygooker, I really think that we could really take an interesting turn with this kind of match.
Ah, so you think the Gobbledygooker should make a return at Mania?
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that they haven't done that yet. I've been a big fan of him and the Shockmaster ever since they debuted, and I'm kind of confused that they haven't brought them back yet.
You know what? Shockmaster made an appearance on a WCW tribute show back in 2000, and the Gobbledygooker he appeared in like one of the skits on the WWE Network. So they've been around.
I saw that.
But they haven't actually. So WrestleMania 34, New Orleans, Louisiana, the Gobbledygooker entrance. The Gobbledygooker entrance, Ian. What would he do at Mania?
Wait, what?
Like what would you?
What the fuck did you just say?
I said his entrance. Like Gobbledygooker is making his way to the ring. He's gonna have a fucking match with John Cena or something.
Yeah.
What would his entrance be? Like a grand entrance?
I would like if he kind of did that thing where he's on like the straps and he comes down and he hits his fucking head on one of the poles.
Oh my god.
That would be pretty hype, but in that time...
Bullshit!
But this time, he's in an egg.
Yeah.
I made Ian pop on the phone.
So you're saying that you want the Gobbledygooker to make a Blue Blazer-like entrance at Mania and live, or does he die in the ring?
No, he turns into an egg, like a fried egg, like on the
Yeah, and then the egg cracks.
yeah, on the canvas. There's a fried egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the gobbledygooker comes out.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably an updated costume. Maybe some more feathers or something.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
keep it fresh.
You know, like steampunk is a new thing nowadays. Like everybody wants to look.
Yes, something fun.
Want it to be
That some
modernized.
kids would like.
All right, I see what you.
Everyone knows that Gobbledygooker was always a fan favorite. I think Vince McMahon's been very stupid. Hopefully they'll put him in the new XFL. Whatever it is, I know they'll bring him back. I've been waiting.
You know what? We're gonna peel back the curtain here. Ian is obviously not a wrestling aficionado. However, he is right. He is absolutely right when he says that Vince McMahon doesn't know what he's doing.
See, I know something.
Yeah, you do.
You know a lot.
Vince is a.
That's universal. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Vince is out of his fucking mind. So
Now, can we talk about the boob stuff? I'm begging for that.
That's what I've been waiting for.
So, what do you think of Lisa Ann's new video? She came back from retirement, and she has some new nips. What do you think about that?
I know they're a little small, and I don't like that.
I don't like that
I'm
either.
a little confused. I don't know about the rest of her body, but her as far as the boob area goes, they're significantly less tan. And I don't know if she got I don't know if you can get nipple reduction. I don't know if it's an illusion. Maybe they put some mirrors around her boobs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but it looks smaller, and I was a little unsatisfied.
Yeah, I looked it up. I heard the news, and I looked it up immediately, and I noticed her nipples are very small, and I do not like that at all.
Very out of place.
And that's weird saying that because Lisa Ann's nips, like from the start, were extremely out of place. It looked like Pennywise.
Yes, misplaced pepperonis.
But the thing is, like, I liked it. You know, I grew on them.
No, I love Lisa Ann. Yeah, totally.
Me too.
But like, this is I can definitely say this is not an event of hers I will be returning to.
Oh, okay.
I have some videos I know that that's not going to go up there with them.
Well, if she does make more, I'll definitely watch them. It's like, but it will throw me off. I feel like it's not the real Lee San. It's like an evil Lee San in a way.
Yes. Like she's from like the negative zone or something.
Yeah, the upside down.
Negative zone. Yes, this is upside down Lee San.
She's a demo boob.
So you guys have taken over the channel. You guys have taken over my personal life. And now you have taken over our wrestling podcast.
Yes, this is Kayfabin.
Yep.
All right, Ian, it was a pleasure talking to you. We got to let you go.
Bye, Ian. Bye, Ian.
Okay. So
that was a nice little cameo.
Cameos.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit!
All right, now let's talk about wrestling.
Mike said something really funny in the comments and I didn't get to say it. He said that Gobbledygooker shows up and made it interferes between Undertaker and somebody.
That would be great.
I couldn't read
Undertaker and Cena probably.
But fucking Ian.
That's good. We got to hear from
We're getting
him.
callers, man. You know, we should do more of this. I like when people call in and give their you know what? If you want the phone number to Kayfabin it, I'm not giving you my personal phone number. We'll get a burner phone eventually down the line. So the next match of the night was Asuka versus Nia Jax. It was Asuka's streak on the line. It was Nia Jax being a part of the
Was
women.
it the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Asuka's streak being on the line. It was also, you know, if Nia Jax won, she would have been added to the WWE Women's Championship match.
And here's another. This is my exact point where it's just extremely predictable. Like, you know, either Asuka's gonna win or it's gonna be a draw. I mean, there's no chance in hell that Asuka's gonna lose. You know, she won the Royal Rumble. I don't. They're gonna, if anything, they're gonna make her more. You know, over, I guess.
And there's no way that Asuka is going to lose on a B pay-per-view like Elimination Chamber, you know?
Yeah.
So the hype package going into this was fucking awesome. The team over there, WWE, the graphics, the production, all of that. All right, on the channel, I do most of the visual effects and intros for shows and stuff like that, and it takes hours for me. It takes me forever, and they're not even close to WWE's. They do that like.
Well, I'm sure your visual effects are way better than the fucking SmackDown ones.
Oh, when it's like typing and words on the screen.
Yeah, let's just put Rockstar during Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance.
I can
do that with my fucking left testicle.
Oh my god.
And that's the one that hurts sometimes.
Oh my.
That's the one that got the ultrasound, and that's a story for another day, ladies and gentlemen. Is that a fake laugh?
No, it's real.
Are you sure?
It's fucking. You got an ultrasound on his dick.
I did. No, not on my dick, on my balls.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I'm pregnant. But yeah, that's another story. Rockstar, you're gonna put it on there.
Literally, this is what WWE does. Right? They make the text nice and big like this, right?
And they drag it.
Yeah, Rockstar.
Yeah.
That took me 2 seconds. They added that to Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance.
That's fucking dumb.
Random caller, you're on Kayfabin it.
Oh, this is Kayfabe?
Excuse me?
Is this Kayfabe in it?
Yeah, it is.
This is Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, John.
Yeah, I would like to share Hulk Hogan's sentiments. I also do not like black people.
Oh, we knew it. We knew it.
Okay.
I can smell it from here. So you're saying that you don't like the Milk Dud tag team?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Why
not?
The team between Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. Oh, I'm sorry, Apollo. You don't like them?
I was raised a Hulkamaniac.
Right.
And if Hulk Hogan says that he doesn't like black people, brother, then that was what I adamantly share.
God.
I'm just going to say that right now.
You know what? We respect that, honestly. Honestly, we respect that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? Thank you, John.
Appreciate it, John.
Thank you for sharing.
All right, I
for
just
sharing
wanted to
your
call and
opinions.
say that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Go Trump.
Do you have any?
Go Trump.
Okay. He's a MAGA guy. So John, do you have any?
MAGA poop.
Do you have any predictions? Do you have any predictions for WrestleMania that you'd like to share?
Well, I just hope that we just keep going good.
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
There's no more school shootings.
Yeah.
They'll show up. Okay, they won't have guns. They'll show up and pile drive the school shooters.
Absolutely. That'd be a good time.
Let's hope Hulk Hogan comes back and drops a leg on those bitches.
That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I just wanted to call in and say that. I love the show.
Thank you, John. We love you.
I love you.
Thank you for
We
calling,
love you.
John.
Bye-bye.
Bye, John.
I love you.
I honestly don't know who that was.
You don't.
I don't know who that was.
Oh, okay.
Who the fuck was that?
Well, hopefully I go bowling with him next week.
Yeah, that'd be
Let's just
nice.
say that.
So anyway, this match was
It was dumb. But, okay, next one.
Asuka looked really good in there. That's all I can say.
Next match.
She beat Nia Jax. That was a good show. All right. Well, the next match, I got something to fucking say about this next match.
Oh, that's right.
The match.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about with just like it was just like disappointing. It wasn't just the Elimination Chamber match. It was this match too. Matt Hardy versus Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
We were having like discussions a
Prior
few days
to the
ago.
show, yeah.
And you said, I think they're going to do this match at the Hardy compound.
Yeah, because there have been pictures all over social media. Kurt Angle shared it. Matt was talking about the Great War, and he was sharing pictures of him and Vanguard 1. Gee, I drew a blank there, but yeah, like they were teasing that this match was going to be another type of final deletion type deal.
And this just goes to show that Vince is.
I mean, you have Vince. You have this gimmick for you on a silver fucking platter. You have this gimmick, and you have this strange character that can perfectly
A very silly character,
Yeah.
which is just awesome.
Yeah,
Good to finally see.
You have like a weird character and that weird character's counterpart. They're in your company on the same brand at the same time, and you're not going to capitalize on that and do some wonky shit.
Yeah,
and
do some crazy ass shit that Matt did in TNA.
That's how Matt got over. He's not going to stay over in WWE. If you're not just going to fucking capitalize on this, it's stupid. It's foolish on your part, Vince, you motherfucker. I'll say that. But the thing is, with this one, I thought it was going to take place at the Hardy compound. Matt comes out, and I'm just like, oh, man, it's just going to be another match. And
Yeah.
Bray, his music hits, whatever. All of a sudden, you pan to the ring. Matt's coat is on the fucking ring.
That's funny. I thought he was going to teleport to his household.
Yeah, if he did that,
Yeah.
that'd be the funniest shit ever. But
Yeah.
he starts singing Obsolete, and I'm like, oh, man, it's going to show him at the Hardy compound. Like, Senor Benjamin's going to be there, like, digging Wyatt's grave. Or, like, King Maxwell is going to be doing something. But no, Matt appears out of nowhere.
And they just have like a normal
And they
match.
just have a normal match.
Granted, I do love just normal, like, competitive professional wrestling with these crazy, crazy moves and all that. But I also like the silliness to it. I love silly, like, gimmick shit. It's just so fun and entertaining. And the fact that they don't do that with these two, and this could be the end of their rivalry, which is extremely underwhelming. This is one of the dream matches we wanted before Matt came to WWE. You know, him and Bray had these like Twitter wars and all that stuff about stealing gimmicks and all. And now you finally have them together, and we don't really get anything out of that.
You take advantage.
You just get a random match. I really hope there's more to this. I really hope they have a final thing and a final deletion. Do some pre-recorded shit. You did some really dumb shit with Randy Orton and Bray, the House of Horror or whatever. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a House of Horror. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, do something like that, but do it at Matt's place. Like, it can pass at Matt because Matt, if he's, I don't think it's creative control now.
Yeah,
But,
because Matt is
It doesn't look like he has creative control because I'm sure he would have wanted it at his house.
Yeah, and the thing is with this match,
Which is, yeah.
what pisses me off the most is that, okay, they're having a match, pretty solid. It's just like a typical Monday Night Raw match. I told Kyle that. It's just a Raw match. The crowd is totally distracted. There's beach balls going off in the crowd. The fucking crowd's doing the wave. They're chanting Rusev Day. They're chanting fucking whatever for tortilla chips. Whatever the fuck these crowds do when they get distracted. Okay, if it's Sheamus versus Randy Orton on the opening match, then yeah, do that type of shit. But a character that you wanted, Matt Hardy, that you asked for, a character that a year ago you wouldn't even expect to step foot in a WWE ring with Bray Wyatt, nonetheless. You're getting it right in front of you. And you're going to, like, boo and fucking throw beach balls around and get distracted? Fuck you.
Again, if this match was at the Hardy compound, then it would have been completely different.
Understood. But still, the amount of disrespect to these guys, fuck you.
It is disrespectful, and I do understand where they can do anything they want. They paid money and all that stuff. But I don't know.
It's just, not only is it disrespectful, but like the fans at home watch it and they see that and they say, oh, well, you know, they do that during the match. I guess it'll be okay if I go to a WWE show and do that. No. Yeah, I mean, yes, you can chant whatever you want, but like, don't fucking be a dick. Throw beach balls and shit. Get involved. It's happening right in front of you. I went to Monday Night Raw, and I was in the front row for the first time.
Oh, here we go.
What?
The Bullet Club version.
No. I'm not talking about that. I was
in the front row at Raw.
No, I was. It was the first time I was ever that close. And I had the time. I had the time of my fucking life. Every match was important to me. Every competitor who stepped into that ring, it felt like a moment. And for those assholes in the front to be doing the fucking wave and throwing a beach, get the fuck out of there. You okay, champ? No, I'm not alright. That shit pisses me off. Matt Hardy's a goddamn veteran.
And Bray's a great wrestler.
You pieces of shit.
Man, when you get me going, I don't stop.
Kyle.
I completely forgot we had that.
Christ. You know, I have nothing more to say. I hope that they can do some wacky shit. That's my only complaint. And my other complaint, of course, being that the fucking crowd is a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. It sucks. It sucks.
Bummed me out, man. It really bummed me out.
Next match, Andrew.
Well, the next thing on the show wasn't necessarily a match.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was a segment. Ronda Rousey was advertised to sign her WWE contract in the middle of the ring at Elimination Chamber and be a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. Now, you know, it was a typical contract signing. You had the red velvet canvas and you got the table with the contract on it, which I joked with Kyle. I'm like, I bet that's what contracts really look like.
Just a big, which I like.
It's her name.
It just...
In like a...
like 64 font?
Yeah, 72 font, and then the fucking WWE logo is there. That's what a contract looks like.
It's called a contract.
It would look
Do you have that?
I don't.
Fuck.
It would look more convincing if a kindergartner like wrote the contract in crayon. Like, it would look way more convincing.
Well, the Cat in the Hat contract looks way more convincing.
Tell me about it. But the thing is, I was excited for this, but I wasn't excited for it at the same time because Stephanie and Triple H were going to be involved, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I think Stephanie puts herself over way too much. I feel as though that she takes the...
She's a heel.
Yeah, but at the same time, she gets her comeuppance once a year at Mania. She'll take a bump on the outside or a table bump or whatever. But, like, she just verbally shits on her wrestlers year round and gets that little payoff at Mania. But I don't know. I just don't like her as a character, nor do I like her as a... I mean, I'm sure she's a great human being. She's a mother, but I just personally don't like the way she's going about it.
I have a crush on her. But let's see what Mike says on the chat. He says they need to ban Kurt Angle from talking on the mic.
Agreed. The second he
actually did good.
He didn't do bad.
He fucked up like 3 times.
Even though he said WrestleMania 21 instead of 31. WrestleMania.
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon. When he said Stephanie
Mickey James.
When he said Stephanie McMahon a few weeks ago, when like Braun got fired, and they had to, when Braun got fired and like to reinstate him or whatever, she's like, I just got off the phone with Stephanie McMahon. Like, Jesus Christ, there needs to be some sort of.
Those drugs really fucked them, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was the pills. But anywho,
my favorite porn star is Lisa Ram. Get it? Okay, let's stop.
More the head.
So anywho, Triple H and Stephanie are out there. The crowd is psyched to see Triple H. And they, of course, announce Ronda Rousey. Ronda comes out. She's all... Ronda's not the best on the mic. There's room for improvement. But
yeah, this was really bad. Honestly, like, and she was Andrew, she was talking like this. Like,
yeah.
I'm really happy to be here.
I want everybody to...
Inflection, Ronda.
Yeah. And like, but like the crowd, gave her respect when she brought up Hot Rod.
When
she brought up Roddy, like the crowd was just like, okay, we'll give you that. We'll give you that.
The crowd.
They were a little bit.
I do not like the crowd. I don't like crowds. like Ring of Honor and like some about Ring of Honor and like New Japan, of course. They're respectful and like sure, Ring of Honor, like they have these like crazy chants, but they're respectful. You know what I mean? Like they respect.
Yeah, when somebody cuts a promo, they're all quiet.
Yeah,
Ronda's cutting a promo. There's like fucking 15,000 people just like saying whatever. The fuck
and booing. And
yeah, it's just like let the fucking girl talk.
And it's awkward as it is.
Yeah, so like it was a really awkward promo, but
she can't talk.
But the promo got saved. Kurt Angle was saying that he was just totally throwing Triple H and Stephanie under the bus.
That was really funny.
Saying,
can I just add?
Sure.
Like Kurt Angle, he's been so serious.
Yeah.
During this whole like general manager stuff, well, except the one where he's on the walkie-talkie. They're here. They're here. I still have
when
that.
Your parents come home when you're jacking off.
They're here. They're here. That was hilarious.
They're here.
I gotta look that up, but this was really funny. Like, I missed, like, the funny Kurt Angle, like, the crazy Kurt Angle. He just seemed really funny, just being an asshole. Just throwing shade left and right.
Yeah,
I love it.
He was totally just throwing Triple H and Stephanie under the bus, saying, like, oh, you said since WrestleMania 31, it's like, it's been 3 years.
21, 31.
It's just like, oh, now we own that bitch. Or,
oh, yeah, I can't believe you said that, yeah.
He was just like, oh, yeah, Stephanie, didn't you say backstage that you were twice the woman that Ronda is? Or something like that.
Everyone, it's happening. It's happening. They're here. They're here.
Jesus Christ, overacting Jones.
I love it.
Jesus. So, anywho, yeah, so, Ronda's obviously pissed, gets in Stephanie's face. Triple H breaks it up. She gets in Triple H's face. They walk away. Triple H comes back. Ronda puts Triple H through the table.
More the head.
I didn't have a more the table one, but I just like more the head.
More the head.
So puts Triple H through the table and he sells the fuck out of it, and I love Triple H.
He was bleeding from his mouth.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. But I will give this segment an 8 out of 10 because Ronda Rousey did not point at the WrestleMania sign about 50 fucking times.
Fucking bullshit!
That would be stupid if she did that shit.
Well, she did.
Well, if she did it
multiple times.
If she did it here, that'd be really stupid. Points to the WrestleMania sign for 45th fucking time. So,
oh my god, that pissed me off.
So the match, rumored, is going to be what Mike said earlier: Triple H and Steph versus Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, it looks like that.
So I'm not mad.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll cover up what lack of experience Ronda has. Ronda is a draw. Ronda is a legitimate badass. So
let's hope she doesn't commit suicide for losing a match or something.
Boy, oh boy, you're full of it today.
I'm sorry. It's like
she
listen, I have so much respect for her and all that stuff and all that, but like
she got really butthurt about her first loss.
And second loss.
To Holly Holm.
And second loss, she really wanted to kill herself. So you're telling me if she loses a match, if she does the job, she's gonna fucking kill herself.
Well, the difference
probably.
between UFC and this is that this was predetermined. So I mean,
she probably fought her way through it. She's like, oh, no, I don't want to lose.
She's gonna be like Shawn Michaels.
What do you want me to do? Kill myself?
She's gonna be like Shawn Michaels. Like she'll get out of different ways of losing.
And she will kill herself. And Vince.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. That bothers me that she. I shouldn't be mad about that because it's like she probably like has depression or something like that, and all, which I understand, and I go through that. It's just like, for losing a match and you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's just like,
the payday must have been sick though.
yeah. Fucking make it rain. Who cares if you lose?
All in $100 bills.
I'm sure Punk is fucking hyped. He has a cauliflower ear,
Oh,
and he's still making it rain.
Oh yeah. So I mean, we'll see what happens with Ronda. Is she going to be on Raw tomorrow? I don't know.
Probably not.
We'll see. I mean, she did sign her contract, and she doesn't want to be treated like for a shoot, like,
Which I liked.
Not on screen, like for a shoot. She didn't want any extra perks in her contract. She wants to like ride from show to show. She even wants to do house shows, and like she wants to be part of it.
Oh, nice.
But the thing is, I don't want her to be.
I respect.
I respect that, but I don't want Ronda, who is a legitimate star, I don't want her to be oversaturated. So like we get sick of her by like month 3. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be.
I don't think she's gonna wrestle a match until Mania.
Well, yeah, I want her. If she shows up to TV every week, awesome. But one match a month, kind of like Brock. I don't want her to necessarily be on the Brock schedule because we haven't seen Brock since when? WrestleMania
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. What was it the night after? I don't even know.
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about Ronda. What about you?
8 out of 10. She didn't point at the WrestleMania sign. I'm good.
That's what's up. The next and final match of the night was the men's. Oh, I'm sorry. The first ever 7-man men's. Say that fucking 45 times fast.
Why 45?
I don't know. I was gonna say 3 times fast, but 45 came out. So fuck it. WWE loves their first times and their first ever and revolutionary. They love everything. Next year there'll be an 8-man elimination chamber match, and they'll be like, "Oh, the first ever 8-man elimination." Suck a dick. I don't give a fuck. So John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, Braun Strowman, Elias, and Finn Balor.
Let this just sum up. Look at Finn. Look at Finn. Just look at Finn.
What?
Okay, that was my face when he hit the coup de grace. Coup de grace on Roman Reigns. He was going to go for the cover.
Hold on. That face there?
That face.
Let me zoom
I'm like,
in a little
oh,
bit more.
there's some hope. There is some hope. That was me. Okay?
That little face.
All right.
Nice face.
When the match ended, go to Braun. That was me when the match ended. So there you go.
My face when at least Roman's face when the match ended, ironically enough.
Oh, wow.
Ain't that ironic? IRONIC.
That's what my nipples looked like when Finn came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. We use OBS here, folks. We're not we're kind of cheap. All right, let's
kind of cheap.
Let's fix this.
That's right. I am cheap.
I need a distraction. All right, here we go. So the Elimination Chamber match. So Elias starts it off singing about, just.
It was really funny. I love Elias.
He was awesome. He was saying
I'm
that.
surprised. Like I'm surprised they gave him like this much.
Good. He deserves it because he's awesome. He could be a future star.
I thought they were gonna give him like the Curtis Axel, like Bo Dallas thing.
Well, he was gonna be. He's last in the chamber. He was scheduled to be last. And going into this pay-per-view, my prediction was that he was gonna be in his pod singing the whole time, like throughout the whole match.
That would be funny.
He's just singing about shit, like stuff he sees, like. Oh, Finn Balor with a sling blade.
That would be fucking annoying.
Yeah, I think that would be too annoying, and the commentators wouldn't be able to talk. It'd be just too much going on. Maybe if his guitar was off and his mic was off, and he's just in there just jamming to himself, that'd be fine, because he's just like sitting there doing nothing. But if he was over the loudspeaker doing that, it'd be really fucking annoying.
Yep.
I thought it'd be funny, though. So Elias is singing songs. He's saying that, like, oh, in Las Vegas, you guys are used to seeing your singers behind bars, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And Braun comes out. He goes in his pod. Then Cena comes out, goes in his pod. Roman comes out, goes in his pod. And the match begins with Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and The Miz. They do a fun little, Miz is trying to butter up Rollins. Didn't work. He tries to butter up Finn Balor. Goes for a too sweet. Obviously didn't work. And then Finn and Seth immediately just beat the fuck out of the Miz. And this goes on for a while. Cena comes out. And it's a lot of fun, this match. This match was a lot of fun. Because there's so much shit going on.
Until the finish.
Yeah, there was so much shit going on. There were so many stars. Roman comes out, gets booed immediately. No surprise there. And then
it's not really turning to boos anymore. It's just like...
I mean,
like
after Roman wins, I turn to boos. Am I right, fellas?
It's turning into just no reaction. It's just like, oh god.
Yeah, you know it's like they're bored of him already. They're very much bored of Roman Reigns, and it makes me sad because he's a young guy. He's got many years in the business.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
But and then the fun really starts to pick up when Braun comes in. When Braun comes in, Elias is still in his pod. There's a lot of fun shit.
Braun's amazing.
They all try. Braun looked like a fucking $1 million in this match. They all team up on Braun, go for like a fucking quadruple power bomb.
Yeah, that shit was awesome, man. They do all their finishes to Braun.
Yeah,
still
that sequence.
Yeah,
when it was
that
like,
was really cool.
He gives him the FU. I'm sorry, the AA. Huh? Then Roman spears him. Rollins goes for the curb stomp, and then Finn gives him a fucking coup de grace on the outside and rolls him in the ring. And it's like, how is this man still alive? He just took 4 finishers. Like, what the fuck? Braun looked amazing in this match. I can't say enough about Braun. Braun literally eliminated everybody except for Roman. He eliminated... And, yeah, Braun looked great. He eliminated Miz first, and then, surprisingly, Cena...
Yeah, good.
Cena was the second one eliminated, I believe. And this is going to be interesting going forward because Cena said if he does not win this Elimination Chamber match, he will not perform at WrestleMania. Or it may be the end of the road.
I want to talk... I'm sorry, I'm a Finn mark.
Do not be afraid to talk. This is your podcast.
I know, I'm just saying, it's just like... all I talk about is...
I'm just
like,
going off on a tangent.
Like a Finn thing, that's all I talk about. But the thing is, I told you during this match... The reason, if you really want to make Finn look awesome, which he did during this match, he looked cool, he looked really good. Yeah. It's just like, there will be nothing for him now because I said either he should eliminate Cena for the revenge because Cena beat him for the qualifying match.
That's right.
Or win the fucking chamber match. But now there's nothing for him, and I know Mike said earlier on the phone, Finn should be in the IC. He'll probably be in the IC title match with Miz. I don't want that because it's like there's no point. His main focus should be the Universal title, and I know that has been his focus ever since he came back.
Yeah,
but they didn't capitalize on it, and it's just like it's so dumb. Like, why? He never lost it. Why just do it? I don't know, man. It's just, storyline-wise, it just makes no fucking sense.
He's kind of lost in the shuffle.
Which should be no surprise, because WWE does not know how to continue a storyline anymore. They just forget about it. And it's just...
If it's Roman, Sister Abigail shit.
If it's Roman and Brock, it's just Goliath versus Goliath. I like the whole David and Goliath thing. It's like, oh, it's the underdog versus...
Yeah. And if
that would be so cool, and if Finn won, he's made in WWE.
Yeah, and especially he would come out to Mania as the Demon, I would assume.
And why all of a sudden they pushed him to the fucking moon when he came to Raw for the first time? He beat Roman. He beat He beat
2 Fatal 4-Ways.
One Fatal 4-Way match.
And then he beat Roman.
And then he beat Roman in the same night.
Yeah.
And won the Universal title.
That was the first episode of the new Raw.
Yeah, which was amazing.
It's a great episode. Sasha won that women's title.
Yeah, and the crowd is still behind Finn. And the fact that Vince doesn't see that, and Finn's clever with this, the forever. No, for over.
It's just forever, but over is in red font.
Yeah, forever.
God damn.
Over. I love that.
Evan,
do they not know?
No, they're stupid. Evan Gifford in the chat. Let's see. Hey guys, just got here. I had to punch some things because of the hatred I have for Roman. You're not alone, man.
Don't mumble. You're
Sorry.
live. You gotta read it.
Oh, hey guys, just got here. I had to punch some things because of the hatred I have for Roman. I'm sorry. But Evan, thanks for joining us. If you missed
Quite a ton.
quite a show. We had some callers in. We had some comedy and some
Lisa Ann talk.
some fairly racial connotation. I mean, you got to listen to it again. Once this video goes,
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not.
once this video is uploaded, and it should be up on YouTube immediately after we go live. Listen to it. It's been a good show. But anyway, about Finn, I couldn't agree with you more. Him and Brock at Mania is a money match. Even though the casual audience doesn't know who Finn is, but to an extent, maybe the casual audience doesn't know who Roman is. Even though he's been, you know, quote unquote, on top for a few years now, the audience doesn't. People who, you know,
Casual audience know who Finn is. He's on every fucking Monday night.
I'm talking about the casual audience, like, outside of WWE who only get WrestleMania once a year.
Oh, okay.
That casual audience.
Dude, who the fuck cares about Roman?
I don't know, man.
Nobody cares.
It's a really weird.
And like I know what you said earlier, you and Mike on the phone, the whole Shinsuke and AJ, we're getting that. Like that's a nice compromise, but still,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Just the Roman, and I like Roman. I'm not trying to be a dick and being everybody else when it comes to Roman. I like Roman. I think he's a really good wrestler. Him and AJ had some awesome fucking matches. I really like those matches. But it's just like I don't know, man. This is like you need to stop. It's too predictable now. And honestly, anybody could have won that match but Roman. It's just not cool, man.
Yeah, Roman really doesn't need it, and he's going to main event his.
I was either expecting Braun or Finn to win, but
Roman's going to main event his 4th Mania.
and what's for Braun?
What's for Elias?
What's for Finn?
What's for Seth?
Miz has a baby. He's
What's
gonna
for
have a baby. That's for Miz.
What's for Joe?
Samoa Joe? He's injured.
He may come back for Mania.
I don't know.
What's for all these guys on Raw? It's sad.
It's just gonna get worse with the co-brand
Like
pay-per-views.
Like the only WrestleMania main event the only WrestleMania match that you can pull off more than once is Rock and Austin and Taker and Michaels. Those are the only 2 Mania matches that can go back to back and not be like old or stale. I don't know, man. I personally am not invested in this Roman Brock match. Yes, we are getting AJ and Shinsuke as a compromise. I feel like that's.
I feel like that is what should end the pay-per-view.
That should end the pay-per-view because they're gonna, you know what? And
it's the WWE Championship.
You know what? I'm kind of happy. Because
Will it be AJ and Shinsuke though? Will it? What if fucking like someone wins at Fastlane? What if they do that?
then I will never watch WWE ever again.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had this
yeah.
conversation.
If like Baron Corbin won at Fastlane, I would never watch ever again. I'm serious.
I wouldn't go.
Kayfabin,
I
it's
wouldn't go
canceled.
that far with Baron
No,
Corbin.
seriously,
I think
Kayfabin, it's canceled.
Vince hates Baron Corbin. Apparently,
Kayfabin, it's canceled. I'm never watching WWE ever again. New Japan, Ring of Honor, I'm all over that shit. Okay, oop, wrong one.
Oh, man.
Fuck it. I lost track of the sign. I had a Macho Man one not too long ago.
Oh,
More the head.
no, that's George Takei.
You piece of
That's Iron Sheik.
Nothing there. I gotta add more.
Okay,
Fine. That's good enough.
That's
good.
way better.
That's good pie. But yeah,
Or was that Shinsuke talking? Ooh.
I hope.
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not.
Get out of there. I'm
What? I said a very
All right,
racist.
like I was saying before, if Shinsuke and AJ, if they go second to last, right? They go second to last, and Brock and Reigns, they go, main event. You have your main event. I kind of hope for that because I hope that AJ and Shinsuke tear the fucking building down.
And everyone leaves.
No, they tear the fucking building down. Everybody goes crazy. And it's like, follow that. And Lesnar and Reigns come out, and the crowd's just dead. That would be the ultimate, just like, are you listening now, Vince? Huh? Are you listening now?
You sound like Punk.
Are you listening, motherfucker?
Well, let me tell you something.
More the head.
Let me tell you something more of the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I have nothing to add. But yeah, as for this match, predictable, whatever. I have nothing more to say. More the
head.
I have nothing more to say. Kyle, do you have anything else to add?
No, I just want to go to bed and cry myself to sleep.
Well, don't cry.
Don't
cry. Whatever you do, don't.
I just want to watch SpongeBob.
You want to watch SpongeBob?
Yeah, I'm in the SpongeBob mood.
Then fuck it.
What flavor is it?
What flavor is that?
Yeah, John on the phone got me into that.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I have nothing to add, Kyle. What about you?
What flavor? You asked me that like 10 seconds ago.
I meant to the pay-per-view as a whole.
Nothing. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Actually, no, it wasn't okay. It was a little bit below okay.
Oh, on a 1 to 10?
Probably like a 4 to 10.
I'd give it like a 5 or 6.
It was shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
What do you say we make out after this?
What the fuck?
Why did you bring up Apollo?
I didn't mean to. I accidentally hit, I meant to go on Logic. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Kayfabin at your 456th favorite wrestling podcast ever.
Thank you for listening.
We'll see you at Fastlane. Take care.
More the head. More the head.